this is Maisie. She's been with us 2 years. She's been on the Pet Vitality Fulvic powder now since March, and she had major issues with flies. She came with everything she could possibly have to keep flies off her, all the fly sprays, the eye masks, etc, etc, and she used to have tears down her face if you didn't put it on. This is such a massive improvement. It's so lovely to see. She does still have a few, but they don't hang around. They're not creating a mask of flies all over her, and she's not got the runny soreness. It's such a change. She had such sensitivity. She would come, that's where someone's bitten her, but she would have like little spots where someone had bitten her, and they would raise almost like a minstrel, those chocolates. Like she would have all these discs sort of where she was reactive, hey? So yeah, this is really, really good to see, isn't it? Hey? Yes. Yes. Hardly any.
And she's been on the formula how long?
Well, what are we now? March she started, and we're now August. So yeah, a few months. And obviously when she started, we weren't fly season anyway. So it's built up over the time, and now we're real fly season. And it's nothing like it was. I had to put her fly sheet on. She had to wear it. She would have marks all over her because she's super sensitive, really sensitive.
She hasn't
She's
really
a
got
warm
any,
blood.
has she?
No,
She's
no.
not even got them land. I mean, they're landing on her, but they're not, like you say, as bad.
Yeah, they're
are
not
they?
causing an irritation.
Good
I'm
girl.
not concerned about just 4 or 5 flies landing and taking off. What is disturbing is when the whole face is covered.
Yeah.
They have a mask of flies. That's what the problem is that's what we don't want. Mischief, the guy in the background over there, he's another one that would have his, as you approached, they would all fly off. He would be absolutely covered, and he's not. He's not sensitive to bites, but the other horse behind him, that's Danger Mouse. She's a thoroughbred. She was a racehorse, and she is so sensitive. She ends up with, hello. Hi. Well, you've got a couple on you, but nothing like before. They've also been on it the same amount of time. Hello. Good boy.
Good boy. Hello, Mischief.
Hello.
Hello.
So Mouse is also the same. She's got a couple more this side, but hardly any, and she would be covered, but she's the one that's sensitive. So before
Hello,
she was
sweetie.
on the Pet Vitality Magical Fulvic powder, see that there's a couple of horsefly bites here, raised lumps. She is super sensitive to everything. You've got to be careful what you even put on her if you were using fly spray.
Hello, sweetie. Hello.
Like a back scratch.
Hello.
Oh, lovely.
Are you letting us look at your fly?
But yeah, this is nothing. So when she gets these little lumps on her, which have been horse flies that cause these irritations, I've been putting the powder on topically. And as much as they do scab over really quickly, she'd still have them for a few days. Oh, like a back scratch. Oh, would you? You're a big fatty at the moment, aren't you? Eh? Yes, you
Good
are.
girl. I
Ooh.
know. You want to see me, don't you?
Oh,
And a
that's
nice little back scratch.
Good girl.
So our formula, you would say up to 90%?
Oh my, easily.
Yeah.
More maybe.
90%
95?
less
Yeah.
flies, less fly
Absolutely.
problem.
Yeah, because when you walk over to them and they move, then some of the flies move, but we're not seeing them. No, it's like a few flies, but before they would be covered. They'd be all over her legs, she'd be stamping, she'd be flicking her tail, and she's not. You're not bothered, are you? Because they're not interested anymore. Little bit, but nothing. Anyone horsey knows that when you got fly season, you got a problem,
Yeah.
you know, and they're not.
So what would you say as in this, would you continue with the formula?
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Just because
Yeah.
all your
All
horses
round.
feel happier.
We've got all different breeds, different ages, different horses that have come from being looked after and not being looked after, problems and no problems, some just old. and it works for everyone. I've never known anything that will calm someone who's stressed, keep flies off, all sorts. You know, like there's a couple of bits and bobs here where they would really, really go for it, because where she's been rubbing, she's just broken the skin, but they're not on her. So, yeah, it's brilliant. I would never take them off it.
Yeah.
No way. No way.
Brilliant. Well, thank you, because I think it's important to say that it is worth building up the formula
Yeah, well,
in the system, isn't it?
absolutely. Well, with anything, we've got to have it in us for a while for it to really show its benefit. And
But
these guys,
you've got some new horses just come in.
yes.
So we're going to
that'll
test.
be very interesting, because both of them have to wear fly masks. They came yesterday, and I put them on the track because they're not used to this sort of pasture. And immediately they were absolutely covered in flies, and not their bodies but their faces.
Yeah.
So I came back up to the yard, good girl Mouse, and got the fly masks, put them on, and that was it. I thought, here we go. We'll really see now, won't we? So they are going to have their first bit of Fulvic tomorrow morning in their breakfast.
Wonderful.
The pet vitality is just, it's unquestionable.
Yeah, so we'll measure how long it will take to get into the formula. If somebody bought the formula now during fly season,
Of course.
how long is it going to take?
Yeah, and I think it would be different for different horses.
Yes.
You know, the time scale, but it's so worth persevering, because we didn't notice it at first, but it wasn't fly season so much, and then now it's really noticeable. So, you know, I can't wait to see what it'd be like after they've been on it for a year.
Yes.
Because that will really show.
Yeah.
The longer the better.
And of course it's a natural wormer, so we're doing the inside parasites as well.
Well, we've always done worm counts on horses that are new horses. We do panic your guard if we don't know that much about them, and you just do a little bit for 5 days, every day for 5 days. We used to be on worming every quarter, and we don't have to now. You know, I've used diatomaceous earth, which is really good for parasites as well, but I don't even really see the need for that anymore. I put a little bit down in the stables because it's always good to keep stuff away, and we've got lots, so we will use it. But there's no egg count, there's nothing, and that has to be the pet vitality, because that's the change.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So out of 10.
Oh, 10.